Imagine being so haunted by this that you think about it all the time.
I
was up M's. I was up M's. I was in movies directed by Tyler Perry. Like that's dark, man. And so, what is the macro idea?
Ruslan.
Fousey Tube, one of the biggest YouTubers in history, is having trouble pivoting back into the regular job force. And this is a cautionary tale for a lot of us because this is when making it on YouTube can go wrong. Let's jump into this.
So your plan is to have a normal job? You know what? I'm scared to answer this because I'm putting it out into the universe. But lately I felt that's where my life is headed.
If you guys don't know who Fousey Tube is, massive YouTuber. He had a psychotic break of sorts. He told everybody he was going to have a concert and have like Drake there or something. And then it didn't end up happening. And so
kind of got like the Kanye. Whatever Kanye got, he's got that.
Whatever Kanye got, he got that. And long story short, he just lost his YouTube career, tried to build it back. And now is facing the reality of getting a real job. So he's on a stream here talking about this, but the implications of this is really sus if you really think about it. So
I've done the social media. I've done the YouTube. I've done the movies. I've done everything. The only problem is I wasn't smart with my finances to be able to turn it into something else and do something else. And now I feel like with where I'm at in life, I feel like that's where it's taking me.
So this man made a lot of money on YouTube. This is when the prankster thing was big and popping and all that, right?
Before the adpocalypse, when they paid like $10,
before the adpocalypse, all of it.
$15 CPM.
And he's telling you he wasn't wise with his money. So he's done all of it, all the entertainment. And here he is telling you this is what happens when making it goes wrong.
I'm just having trouble deciding like where to get a real job, how to get a real job, and you know what to do. I know that's crazy to say, y'all. Especially since y'all saw me thrive a lot in life and do a lot of things. But life is a journey. There are many different chapters in it. And, you know, sometimes you got to let go of the past. That is crazy, bro. I know. Trust me. I think about it on a daily basis, 24/7. I know.
Imagine Fousey Tube just like sitting in your cubicle.
Imagine being so haunted by this that you think about it all the time.
I
was up M's. I was up M's. I was in movies directed by Tyler Perry, and I didn't save the money. Forget the cubicle is that's like we all really need to pay attention to what he's about to say next, because the cubicle part is even worse than this.
I know 100%. I know. You should do marketing for companies. They would like your expertise if you can do Photoshop or Premiere to video edit. It's funny you say that, Fox.
It's like what I'd be telling people on my YouTube channel.
Right. But listen to what he says. Listen to what he says next.
Because when I was looking on LinkedIn for marketing positions, they all had the stipulation that you need to be able to use like Adobe, Premiere, and Photoshop. And that's when I was like, shit, I don't know how to use those.
Fousey Tube. How do you become one of the world's biggest YouTubers and you never learned Photoshop, Premiere, or any of the Adobe
This
suite?
man always outsourced every single time.
How do you even build a YouTube without learning the basics of this?
Wow. I know how to market. I know how to come up with the ideas. I'm a good creative director. But I would need somebody else who would be able to do the assets. And
bro, ideas are overrated, my brother. The ideas are overrated. Nobody gives a crap who has the best ideas. There's someone somewhere that has an idea and someone else executes it. And then they're like, so-and-so stole my idea. No, they didn't. They just did it before you did it. Ideas don't mean anything. Execution is where it's at. So this man was one of the biggest YouTubers on a platform, and this dude doesn't know Adobe.
Well, he isn't okay with the reality that he can't just be in charge. You can't just go get a regular job and be like...
He wants to be a creative director.
Yeah, he wants to be a creative director. He wants to be sitting in the office, like saying yes to things, saying no to things.
Yes.
And it's like, that's not how life works. Like most jobs, most teams
Yep.
are going to operate as a team. Everyone's got to do a little bit of something.
Yep.
But imagine having such an expertise, like whether or not the idea isn't valuable or is valuable, he has an expertise in this, right? He has proof for his work.
Yep.
All this stuff. If you don't look at all the TMZ videos of him walking in LA, like yelling at people, right? Forget that stuff. He's got an expertise. And his only roadblock is something that like kids are learning in high school for TikTok. And he's like, oh, I can't do that. I thought he was going to say college degree.
Nope.
Because like, oh, I understand. Like you don't want to go into college, go to 4 years of college and yada, yada. Like that is kind of a headache.
Nope.
He said, I can't sit down for 2 weeks and learn how to edit.
You can learn almost any skill for 20 hours of deliberate focus. That's the crazy part. Hey, you may not know I make music, but I have a brand new song that just came out. Here's a quick preview.
In a moment, I gotta overcompensate by building tabernacles. Why the world is rubbernecking Eve one in the Adam's apple. Whoa there, why you wanna go there? Time to shut the door cause we letting out all the cold air.
Yo, Double R back, baby. It's not for Rolls Royce, it's for Rap Ruslan. Let's get it.
So hit the link in the description or go to RuslanToTheMoon.com to stream now. I'll see you over there.
Why you wanna go there?
Use the Adobe Premiere and the Adobe Photoshop and all that good stuff. Why don't you start a content agency where you guide content creators to grow? I'm at a position where like I don't feel capable of doing much.
That's
I
heartbreaking.
feel like I'm unwilling and unable to do the work because I'm paralyzed from my past trauma. And I think it all stems from the last fight that I did. And the reason being, and this isn't the only trauma in my life, and I know this is gonna sound small, putting my all into something and feeling like the win had so much weight to it and not getting that really showed me that like, don't try in life, you're not gonna get it. So I'm scared.
Okay, I got it. Turn that off. This is why, Zach. This is one of the reasons why I still do a certain degree of editing and stuff, immersing myself. This is why a lot of this studio, you don't know how it works, but I do.
Yeah.
Because I cannot ever let myself get to a place where I'm just creative directing and then my skill set is sloppy and dull.
Someone leaves and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to run my own business.
Exactly. Exactly. You cannot be in a place as a man where you do not have a skill set. Where because Fousey can go and work for another YouTuber and be an editor and probably
crush,
but he doesn't know Premiere. Like that's dark, man. And so what is the macro idea? You got to have a skill set, and you got to have a skill set that's building on top of each other. And the theory around stuff isn't enough. We could talk theory all day long about YouTube and how we grew the channel and how we're growing. We got a second channel to over 100,000 subs, and we're going to do a third channel over 100. We could talk about theory all day long. But if you don't know how to get immersed in the details and execute, you're going to be in a very dangerous spot. So you guys see a lot of the stuff we're doing. There's a big chunk of the editing that I still do till this day, that I hop in. And yesterday I got 3 videos up myself, right? That I just edited, chopped down, right? I made the thumbnails for. Till this day, I'm still doing that. And we're doing multiple 6 figures.
Not to mention, you learn one editor. It crosses over to almost every single editor.
Every single thing.
YouTube editor, Descript, Adobe, Premiere, DaVinci. It would take you an extra 24 hours to learn the next software.
We have a contractor on, Sergio, shout out to Sergio, who does our shorts. He takes these clips, chops them up, and I still make shorts myself from scratch.
Yeah.
Because there's a paranoia inside of me that if all this goes left, I can go work for some other creator and help them make shorts and edit their shorts. I could land somewhere.
The church needs a video editor.
Church needs a video editor, something, right? And so and this is why it's not bad. I see a lot of creators in here like K-Dub. This is why it's not bad when you have the day of small beginnings. When you got to juggle and do everything yourself.
Yeah.
Because that's going to build the resilience and the tenacity to continue helping you learn and grow and be efficient and potentially go work for another creator while you're building your own thing. and at least move away from a Joe job. You know what I mean? To go and do something, help somebody else out. A lot of guys are getting on by just helping other people work on their shorts. And then you might get on somebody's team and be like, I don't know if I really want to be the guy with the YouTube and the staff and the payroll. And I might just want to help somebody else build their thing, right? You guys, we have to learn skills that are valuable beyond just the very basics of stuff. And when I saw that clip, man, and if he's listening to this, Fousey, I don't mean to like dunk on you, bro. This broke my heart, but I think this is a cautionary tale for so many creators out there. We have to learn and be immersed in the details of our craft, or it's going to go left. It's going to be bad. So figure something out. Figure out how to do shorts. Figure out how to edit video. Figure out how to do your thumbnails. Because at the worst, if you don't make it as a YouTuber, you could at least go work with another YouTuber. You might be able to work remotely. Who knows? What are the options? You might be able to help somebody else build something up while you build your thing on the side. Anyway, any thoughts on this?
Another thing he said that's like this, that's just like hard to hear, is like, it proves that self-awareness isn't everything. Like he's sounding very self-aware. Oh, my past traumas, yada yada yada. But he hasn't worked through any of it. And so it's like you can be as self-aware as possible, right?
Right.
Oh, never let me get unself-aware. Never let me actually know what my problem is. And so now you know all your problems. You're super self-aware, and you're not willing to fix it. Go to therapy. Actually do the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Scary, man.
Yeah, I remember like when I was doing my freelance stuff before I came on here, was like, and then I started working here, and you were like, why aren't you on YouTube? And I was like, oh, I'm not consistent. Like I just don't have that. I haven't learned that yet. And you're like, huh, all right. But like fast forward like 2.5 years, I'm like, I've learned consistency because I've done the same thing every single day. I'm not 2.5 years later going, I'm not consistent. So now I'm uploading. Every single day. Yep.
And you also have an external motivator of a baby on the way, which if that ain't going to light a fire under you,
that
nothing
helps.
will.
That
right?
helps.
Yeah. And so the reality of building anything, which Zach is kind of echoing to, is the consistency. Like it's like, guys, this like y'all see YouTube and y'all are like, what's it like being a YouTuber? Boring.
You were talking about this the other day. You said
the same thing every day.
You said, what would my movie look like if they ever made a movie about me when I'm Greg Laurie's age, right? You're like, what would they have to exaggerate? And you're like, what do you think it would be? And I said, this? You're like, what do you mean? I was like, the 10 years, whatever, however long we're doing just this, the 10 years that we're coming in here every single day being like, let's make thumbnails, let's upload, let's schedule. They're going to make it look like an overnight thing. And then the next thing you know, you've got some sort of big situation. That's what they would have to exaggerate because this is boring. This is like slow. It's the same thing every single day.
It's the same thing. And that's good.
And then once I realized that, I was like, this is crazy. This is what a majority of Gen Z wants to do for work, for their career.
That's right.
A majority of Gen Z wants to be a full-time YouTuber.
Yep.
And it's just having like a half-baked take and doing it every single day.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you, but me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, there's also the aspect that folks don't factor in of everything that it takes when you're not on camera. So there's the life experience aspect of like, I'm sitting there like, bro, I've learned all these skills for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, give me a day, I could be proficient in Premiere because I know Final Cut, and I've had to work in Premiere before.
Yep.
But there's also the aspect of like how long has that video been in our queue?
Oh, I mean,
that
probably
Fousey 2 video
2
about
weeks.
a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Right. So there's also the preparation that goes into having all these videos and knowing what I'm going to talk about outside of just being on camera. And the tough part in that, which no one gets, is the not being able to shut your brain off when you should be doing something else, but you're thinking about the next stream or the next video and the next, you know what I mean?
The Joe Rogan clip.
Yeah.
I was on family vacation and we're driving and I'm like,
you think about it.
I'm like, screenshot.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's that.
So, but develop hard skills. Soft skills are important too. Learning how to work with people, all those things. That's good. Ideas, that's good. But you got to have some hard skills. You got to have some hard skills because those can be transferred. Those could be transferred to other mediums. So,
Hey, this clip is from our daily after party stream. If you enjoyed it, consider signing up for our Patreon community for only $5 a month, where you get access to the replays of our daily after party streams, as well as the uncut extended versions of our podcast, Discord access that's private, and a discount code for our merch store, only $5 a month. And ultimately, it's the best way to help us contextualize the gospel of Jesus using media, podcasting, and of course, YouTube. The link for that is in the description or in the pinned comment. The perks are amazing. You should get on there. It's only $5 a month. I'll see you over there, all right? Peace.